Oh my God, holy cow. I don't even know where to start this one. I was going to do just a video talking about the current state of YouTube and how they're changing the rules and why you've probably seen me kind of begging for subscribers almost. We'll get to that. As I was leaving work today, it actually kind of warmed up a little bit, so I was excited about that. Like, oh, I don't need to put on giant earmuffs and bundle up like I'm going to Antarctica. This is the second Antarctica reference in a video. I need to quit doing that. But as I pull into the driveway, I look over and I'm confused because I see Calvin, which isn't too odd, but I'm a very observant person, and I look past him, and I notice that Cole's window's kind of open. So I'm like, what are they doing? And I didn't not notice, I guess one could say, Calvin's attire. He was in a t-shirt and boxing shorts, boxer shorts, boxing drawers, I don't know, whatever you want to call it. He was in some underwear and a shirt. And he's standing out on the porch, and he's just like, his eyes are all big, and I'm like, what? And he starts coming toward me, no, go back inside, it's cold. Like, I'm not trying to go to the doctor over you getting pneumonia because you standing outside. And for them, I'm thinking, like, well, are you locked out of the house? Like, is that why the window was open? You trying to get in? No. Somehow, and granted, I don't think it was Cole's fault. I don't really know because they'll never tell me the truth. But the lock had the handle had somehow just broken. Cole was in his room, was getting ready to come back out. He couldn't get out of his room. He was completely trapped in his room. So I had to completely take, the handle and everything else off and get it off. And even once I got that part off, there was somehow still the metal piece that sticks into the other door frame, and there was some I don't even know where the plastic pieces came from. Like it was really, really weird. Needless to say, I'm going to need a new handle for the doorknob, I guess you could say. I don't know why I'm calling it a handle. It's a knob. But yeah, so that was how I ended my work day and started my time off, which is always awesome as a dad when you're like, oh, I'm finally off from work, and you can't. I literally could not even get in the door before I had to fix something. So, and now I got to get a doorknob. Anyway, so yeah, that's that. As for the YouTube thing, if you haven't seen YouTube is changing the rules, it's not just for me. It's affecting a lot of people. What they are doing is basically requiring 4,000 hours of viewing. I think it was hours, or was it minutes? I don't know. I can't remember the details. I have to look at the email again. The time is not an issue. I've got plenty of time and views. Like, people watch my content. That's not really an issue. And I've got some older videos that kind of maybe help pad that a little bit. So it's all good in the viewing time. But the problem is they're going to start cutting the YouTube Partner Program, which allows for monetization of videos. Monetization of videos allows for me and others to make money off of the videos. It costs you nothing. You see an occasional ad. And there have been other people say, oh, you should look at Patreon, you should look at this, because I don't really want to, okay? I appreciate it. I know there's a lot of other resources out there. I don't want to act like I'm ignoring anybody when I see those suggestions, but at the same time, I'm not interested. So thank you, but it's not for me, because if I'm making content on Patreon or something else, people are chipping into that. They're paying so much per month to subscribe to me. When I do that, and it's a mental block for me, I have issue with it. Because then I feel like I'm being forced to make content to fulfill the needs of... It's almost like a company answering to shareholders. Not that I don't love you guys, not that I don't value your input and things, but to me this isn't an obligation. It's something I enjoy doing, and I want to continue doing that. And I hope you enjoy it as well. I will do my best to keep pumping out videos, but I don't want to do it where I'm required to. And I feel like with Patreon, some of those others, I'd be required to. YouTube, you don't watch it, nothing happens. If you watch it, watch a video, I get a couple pennies off of it. Not a bad gig, right? So I'm kind of bummed that they're getting rid of that, but hopefully we'll get up there. We're at, last count I saw, I think it was 670. So I need, 330? Is my math right? 330 more people, and then I'll hit that 1,000 subscriber count that's required now, or will be required, I think on February 20th, to continue keeping that partner status. I don't make a lot. I've never seen a penny off of YouTube. I've got probably, let's say, $70 in an AdSense account from all the revenue that's been generated through the views over time. Because I've been a YouTube member for quite a while. I think that's what kind of bugs me the most, is I've been a YouTube member for a while. Early subscriber, and they're kind of doing this. Whatever. I know they're trying to cut bottom lines. There's a million questions I have about it. They didn't answer them at all in the email. The email was very vague and just like, here, if you don't have this, you don't have that. So we're trying to fix that. So if you're watching right now, you've made it this far. First of all, thank you. Next, stop what you're doing. Pause this video. Pause it. Or actually, you know what? I'll just keep talking and rambling until you do it. Go down to the subscribe button down there. And actually probably over here or somewhere. It's somewhere on your screen. It says subscribe. Click that. If you're still unsure, I made it even easier. Go to crunkpanda.com/YouTube. All right, what it will do is it will automatically direct you to my YouTube page, and it'll give you a little pop-up and say, hey, do you want to subscribe to this? And all you got to do is confirm it. Can't make it any easier. So please, 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 give me a subscription. All right, subscribe to what I have. It's easy. Takes you a few seconds. If you've got a Google account, you already have a YouTube account. You didn't even know it yet. Google and YouTube are the same, essentially. Google owns them, so if most people have a Gmail account somewhere out there. Please utilize it. Please sign up to subscribe to my post. Anyway, I'll quit rambling on that. With that, as I was kind of getting bummed about it yesterday, I don't like follower counts. I don't like looking at numbers. If you know me at all and you've seen me on other media platforms, I don't like that. I hate seeing people chase numbers. This time I feel it's a requirement because I can't do certain things until they allow me to, and I have to have a number for them to allow me to do those things. Sucks. So, I hate begging for followers. I hate asking for followers. I hate doing all that stuff. It's one of those kind of necessary things right now. It is what it is. It'll be a distant memory soon enough, or until they change the goalposts again and decide you got to have this amount and this amount. Whatever. But with that, when I was kind of bummed about it, two people who have been amazing supporters of mine for quite a while now really kind of came up even more. Jen Dent. I don't have to tell you anything about Jen. You already know about Jen most likely if you followed me for any amount of time. Jen's an amazing human being who's done a lot for me, helped me out in so many ways. Value her friendship more than I can even say. And she was really helpful in giving me some ideas and some suggestions, helping get my link out there to get people subscribed, asking people to come subscribe. So thank you, Jen. I'll put her info down below. If you're not following her already, you really should be, you know. Another one is my friend Sophie. Oh, my Sophie. Okay, someone I got to meet through the cosplay world. Fantastic human being, fantastic person. I wish she lived closer so I could see her more. I love every moment that we get to spend together. She's funny, she's gorgeous, she's smart, she's all of those above. So if you're watching now, go follow Sophie. I'll put her info below too. Thanks to both of you, and thanks also to everybody that's clicked that link. I was humbled as I was watching those numbers pop up. I'm getting email notifications, push notifications on my phone. I looked this morning too, and I see that count, and it meant so much to see such an outpouring of people from people I've known for years to people I've never met, like in any way, shape, or form. Like they've told me, Jen sent me, Sophie sent me, so and so sent me. That is phenomenal. Thank you so much for that. So yeah, that's all I got for now. Like, subscribe, comment, all that stuff. Let's interact. Let's do some more videos. Not sure what my next one's going to be. I never really know. That's another thing. I can't guarantee you any certain content on any certain day. When I feel an urge, I record. I feel a lot more urges here lately. I plan to be a lot more consistent, I think, as you've already seen. I'm trying to do a couple of videos a week just to keep it going, keep people entertained, hopefully keep those subscription numbers up. So we'll keep them coming. I still plan on doing the Monday Night Raw segment. I've got some other things going on up here that I've kind of started writing ideas down. I don't like to flesh things out because, as you've kind of noticed, I'm very extemporaneous. I just kind of go. I like to have a guideline or an idea of what I'm talking about, and then I just go. So I've got a few little ideas jotted down, and I think we're going to have some cool content coming up. I'm excited about some of the things that I've kind of started processing in my head, so hopefully you like them too. I'm always open to suggestion. I may not reply when I see those suggestions. It's not that I am ignoring them. It's not that I don't have a response. Sometimes I've just heard them before. Or sometimes I don't want to let the cat out of the bag either when I may have something going. So feel free to recommend things. It may not come to fruition. Then again, you may see it on YouTube. So I'll quit rambling officially. Thanks again for your time. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. And until next time, I'm Panda.